Hello everyone, this is development news of the H32B controller. This H32B controller have been on the market for many years. And this time we have updated the new firmware for this controller. Because sometimes you will make the projector for the motor and for the cutter. So you can use this H32B for this motor and this track. And every 2-channel relay will contain one motor. Because such as you can use relay 1 is on, relay 2 is off for this direction, and relay 1 is off and relay 2 is on and for the other directions. But these two relays can't all on work at the same time because that will let your motor broken or bad. So maybe in Home Assistant you can set the interlock mode, and that will be controlling the interlock mode by the software. But this time we have designed this new firmware for the H32B that can make sure the two relays will not work all on at the same time by the hardware. So the hardware will be more safety than the software to make sure the two relays will not on at the same time. And this time you can use every channel output set for the group in interlock mode. So before you use the switch terminal board, and if you use the motor mode, so that all relays will, every 2-channel relay will work in motor mode. And this time a relay work independently in different work mode. So such as you can use the relay 1, relay 2 work in interlock mode, and relay 4 until relay 32 work in lamp mode. So just up to you. You can choose which relays make in a group work in interlock mode. Okay, let's look at some details how to set this interlock in your web page. Here you can see this is H32B controller, and this is switch terminal board because we have used the RS232 cable have connected together. And I have connected with this 6-gun wall switch button that is dry contact. It have connect with this board. Just 6-gun have totally 7 lines have connect with this terminal board. So you can see I can use this K1 to control relay 1 and off, and K2 and K3 and K4 and K5 and K6. So this all channel can work independently. And now let's look at the software. Here you can see we have the new firmware of 4.45 that have at the interlock mode. So you can just download this firmware, and how to download it to your controller, you can see our before video tutorial. And here you can download this firmware. After we update it, you can see here the new interlock options will be displayed. I can log in by this network setting, and you can see this is a new version 4.45. And this time I can log in this interlock mode and log in. And here you can see some options that have totally you can create 32-channel interlock group. Actually, I think you not need to so much interlock group. So that will be very easy. If you want to create group 1, you want this just choose enable, disable to enable, and that have 32 number. The number 1 that means active, and 0 means deactive. So if you want channel 1, relay 1, and relay 2 work in interlock group, so you just use these 2 number. So every others just change to 0. So if you have, I can copy this one. If you want enable, if you want the 32 and 31 with work in interlock mode, so just change this number. So let's test it. I can disable. Now we can test it easily. Just relay 1 and relay 2. So you just save, and we'll restart. Okay, now we can test with it. You can see I can turn on relay 1 by this one button, and this is relay 2 on, but we're out of the relay 1. Let's look at clearly. Okay, I turn off relay 2. You can see here. Here you can see this is relay 1 on, relay 1 off, and this is relay 2 on, relay 2 off. So if I have turned on relay 1, but this time I turn on relay 2, you can see clearly I turn on relay 2, so that you can see the relay 1 will auto off. And this time the relay 2 is on. So this time I want to turn on relay 1. You can see I can press this button. So this relay 2 will auto off firstly, and relay 1 will be on. So you can see I can turn on relay 1, turn on relay 2, relay 1, relay 2, relay 1. Just will auto off firstly. So this is in group mode. Okay, now let's test again. We can log in our website. This time, if you want 3 relay work in interlock mode, so relay 1, relay 2, and relay 3, you just change this to 1, so that 3 relay will be in interlock mode. So we can save. And now I can turn on relay 1, and turn on relay 2, and turn on relay 3. You can see this 3 relay will not work at the same time. But this relay 4, relay 5, relay 6 can work independently. So this have set to the interlock mode. If we want relay 1, relay 2, relay 3, relay 6 in group, so you can change any number to 1. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is relay 1, 2, 3, and the 6 will in interlock group. So you can see I can save again. So you can see I can turn on relay 1, relay 2, relay 3, relay 4, relay 5, relay 6, and the 6. When I turn on the 6, the 3 will be off. So I can turn off, turn off, turn off. So you can see relay 1, 2, 3, 6 will not work at the same time. So that will protect the motor. So the 6 I can press again, that is off. So when I change different channel, will auto off before relay output, and press again, that will be on off, on off. So this will be useful for your custom motor and for this interlock function. Okay, thanks for watching.